Now, tensions between the United States and China continue to rise over Xinjiang. Now, in a tit-for-tat move, China has imposed sanctions on 4 American officials. This after U.S. targeted Chinese officials and firms with curbs. The 4 officials belong to the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. One of them is the chairperson of the organization. It is a body that surveys religious freedom around the world. Of late, it has been a vocal critic of China's treatment of Uyghur Muslims. The 4 officials have been barred from entering mainland China as well as Hong Kong and Macau. Their assets in China will be frozen. However, it is not clear if these officials have properties in China.
美方依据国内法，借口所谓新疆人权问题，对中方官员进行非法制裁，有关行径严重干涉中国内政，严重违反国际关系基本准则，严重损害中美关系。中方对此坚决反对，强烈谴责。针对美方上述错误行径，中方决定依据中国反外国制裁法进行对等反制，从即日起，对美国国际宗教自由委员会主席马恩扎、副主席特克尔、委员巴尔加瓦、委员卡尔实施相应反制。
Washington earlier banned imports from Xinjiang over allegations of forced Uyghur labor. It also announced a diplomatic boycott of the upcoming 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. According to reports, China has forced over 1 million Uyghur minorities in detention camps across Xinjiang. Beijing denies these claims, saying that they are re-education facilities. Now, the United States has named Under-Secretary Uzra Zeya as the special coordinator for Tibetan issues, a move that has drawn stern warnings from China. The Biden administration has called the designation crucial, especially to preserve Tibet's religious, cultural and linguistic heritage. This comes in the face of human rights abuses by Beijing. The position was set up under 2002 Tibetan Policy Act, but it remained vacant during much of Trump's tenure. The State Department says that Zeya would seek to promote dialogue between mainland China and Tibet's spiritual leader in exile, the Dalai Lama.
The United States is committed to promoting respect for the human rights of Tibetans and helping to preserve their distinct historical, linguistic, cultural, and religious heritage. Direct dialogue without preconditions between the government of the People's Republic of China and His Holiness the Dalai Lama or his representatives is essential to resolve differences and achieve meaningful autonomy for Tibetans.
Uzra Zeya is an Indian-origin diplomat who has worked in the State Department for 27 years. She has served as the Deputy Chief of Mission and Chargé d'Affaires in Paris and Political Minister Counselor at the U.S. Embassy in New Delhi. This year, Zeya was sworn in to serve as Under-Secretary for Civil Security, Democracy and Human Rights. She will also continue in this position in the State Department. Beijing has denounced this appointment as political manipulation, blaming the United States for interfering in its internal affairs.
西藏事务纯属中国内政。
Tibetan affairs are purely an internal affair of China and cannot be interfered with by any foreign force. By naming a special coordinator for Tibetan issues, the US is interfering with China's domestic affairs. China firmly rejects this, and we will never recognize this designation.
China seized control over Tibet in 1950. Since then, it has ruled Tibet with an iron fist, cracked down heavily on those who support the Dalai Lama, using repression and violence against the freedom movement in Tibet. The crackdown has intensified since Xi Jinping's rise to power. Beijing's plans have sparked fears of cultural genocide in Tibet. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.